Good morning. It's all about to go down. Let me show you a tour of this beautiful, glorying in the village, Muhammadpur Shilam, my residence, where I was born, aka Ashflock, 1978. It's all about to go down, baby. Best thing about the morning is beautiful. Morning's about to happen. Keep on watching. A very good morning to all the viewers watching. I hope you're all well, every single one of you. I am very happy, content, satisfied to be in Bangladesh, the beautiful Bangladesh, Shunar Bangla as they call it. And I'm just gonna show you a little tour of this beautiful morning. Now it's around 7:30 in the morning. I couldn't get much sleep because I was out all night. First day back in Sylhet yesterday. So I came home, made some phone calls, and I had to go and visit some friends. And this is how I was dressed. Yeah, just very modest lifestyle, a t-shirt and a longi. Let me tell you a bit about myself, guys. This is where I was born in 1978, Muhammadpur, Shilam, Mountford. And we do have another house in Upashohar, Block B. One of the first bashas built in the 1980s, and that's when we bought it. But I live a very modest lifestyle, and I like to live in my village. I know to a lot of you guys, it doesn't seem very appealing, but I like to keep it very natural, very normal. And yeah, it does need a bit of paintwork, I know, but this is where I live. But I don't like living in the city, even though we have properties. All my family's here. We all have properties in the city, nearly all of us. But I don't like living in the city because you don't get beautiful scenery like this in the city. And that's why I prefer living in the city. But my kids are living in the city. I'm going to move them back in the village in the next few days. I'm going to get some work done. Let me show you. So as I got out my house, there is 4 houses. First house, second house, third house, 4 houses. And the whole area of this village, only this village, actually not even village, just Barry, as like just one family that lives here. But there's probably about, I don't know, about 10 generations of us. From one generation to another generation. My ancestors, my grandfathers, everyone's been living here. And we haven't moved out yet. No. And the whole village, or this Barry, was actually built on a big massive hill, because all this is classed as hills in Mountford, and I'll show you a few more hills, and I did a video last year as well. This whole Barry consists of, I would say, around, let me guess, just our side, I would say around 20 acres of land. Yes, 20 acres of land of the full Barry where we live there. So our house is probably about, I don't know, 7 acres. The next is probably about 6, 7. The next about 5. But altogether about 20 acres plus. But this Barry. And I have showed you another tour of last year, because it is a huge Barry. You have to basically go straight there, walk all the way around, and now it's on a hill. But if you want to watch my full Barry, the full village I live, you have to go back into 2019 and watch my last video. So this is a very modest lifestyle of people, how they live in the village, guys. So as I'm walking, I'll just show you how beautiful it looks. And this is the advantage of living in the village. Straight ahead of me, as I mentioned last year, is Sohar Bazar. Yes, Sohar Bazar. You could go to Jalalpur that way. Straight ahead of me, this direction, is Baldi, Tetley for a lot of you. And on this direction, it's Lala Bazaar, the main highway road to go to Dhaka. This is an area that needs a lot of work. We've not done it. It's basically a huge plot of land, and I might just show you, but I don't think I'll go inside. Yeah, it does need a lot of paintwork, guys, I know, because shit, I can't even open it. I'll have to open it later on the gate. But we have basically a pond, and you have access to go this way. So that's the one entrance to go to my house, and another entrance that way when I came that way. But all this area is there's a huge plot of land, and we have a big pond there. I might go there later on, but not now. Okay, so let's go to the paddy field. My families were originally farmers. We come from a farming background, and a lot of families might be in the same sector, but that's where we come from. And all my family have been doing farming. We used to have lots of cows, cattle, sheep, and lots of even people working in the 80s and 90s to look after most of our land. Without exaggeration, most of this land, all of it in this area you can see, is owned by all our family. Most of the land. We have just our house, my dad, my uncle, we have around, I would say, about 12 ales. So a lot of you that knows al, 12 al is around, 1 al is 12 acres. So I would say it consists of, I don't know, 130 or 40 acres of land. And majority of the land is owned by my family. And the rest of the family, we also own a lot more land as well. But that's just my family, not the other 3 houses. A lot of the hills you could see. They could see a hill there. We own that hill there. You could see another hill there. We own around 7 hills, yes. And you could see these hills, they're just empty, nothing there. Just trees. We have about 7 hills. And just to tell you the equivalent value of a hill, guys. So around here, 1 hill is equivalent of around 40 lakhs. So 40 lakhs is around 40,000 pounds. And obviously land all the way going to Lala Bazaar. But I'm not going to show you a tour of all this because I've done it last year, guys. I don't need to do it again. If you believe me, you believe me. If you don't, you don't. But I'm not trying to big myself or hype myself. I just want to show you how people live, because a lot of you might be thinking, oh my God, where does he live? And look at the state of there. But yes, majority of this area are land, paddy field we own. So let me just show you a little tour. If you look right to the end, that's the start of the boundary of our barry, and you go all the way this way, and then you could do a full circle, and the full circle will take you a good, I don't know, 10 minutes or more to walk around. And it goes all this way as well. So this land as well we own. All this. In 2006, when I got married, I had a helicopter for the full day, and it landed right up there. So this is the beautiful Bangladesh, Mohammadpur. And let me just show you as I'm walking around here, and look at it. Oh my God. Man, so you know the difference, right? How beautiful it is to live in the barry, and how it is to live in the city life. And we don't like to live in the city, because when I go to the city, I just get bored and I just want to live in the village. And I did speak to my kids yesterday, and something very funny. I was telling kids the real history, the life, the agriculture. It's all about the village life. Shunar Bangla, seen all this stuff. The real Bangladesh is here in the village, in the rural area. And it just feels so nice to be here, guys, because city, you get bored of the hustle and bustle and the noise. But I think people have a lot of mixed views. So let me just walk quickly to the other side. I'm not using my gimbal, so it's not very stable today. I'm walking there. Let me show you. That's the pond I was on about here. So all this hours there. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant my parents had the highest Jannatul Firdaus, my mom and dad. I mean, they have done a lot for us. All this stuff, we didn't do anything. My parents have done majority of everything. We have properties in Sylhet, as I said. In Upashohar, we have a property. In Ferozpur, we have a property. On Station Road, we used to have a hotel. And here, obviously, my dad just went mad. And he just started buying land and land and land. And he just bought the whole of Mobile, this SHILAM, guys. But anyway, bless their souls. We also have we also have a masjid. My parents have gave land for the masjid, and they have probably paid around 70% of the construction for the masjid as well. Maybe I'll show you the masjid another day. But yeah, this is the boundary of just this side, and this is where we own this land, all this most of the land. The helicopter landed there in 2006 when I got married, and I hired it for the full day. Oh, I have a lot of memories, guys, of this place. In this area, guys, is famous for a lot of fruits like guava, mangoes, pineapple, jackfruit, because very rich. The land, the soil is very fertile, and it's just hills and hills and hills, and it's a bit like Amazon forest. If you don't believe me, please do visit Mountford. And they say a thing about Mountford: so kuri tilla no kuri bil tar maze safra bil. If you know what it means, please let me know what it means, guys. But it's something to do with all the hills they have, and I'm going to show you probably another tour another day. But this is my beautiful Bangladesh, and look at all that. Oh my God, guys, where on earth are you gonna get a view like this? And COVID-19, I know you put restriction on me, you put like a ban, you put it 14 days quarantine, baby. But I'm gonna spend 14 days in my village, and I'm gonna just dress like this, very modest. So if you do come and try to find me, guys, I think you're gonna find the police and the army. If you do come and find me, you'll be very lucky, but I don't know how you're gonna find me, because I'll be hiding in one of these hills and there's no way. One more little story I'll tell you while I'm walking all around the boundary of my barry. So let's just walk straight this way. There's a Royal Bengal tiger. Yes, once every year a real Royal Bengal tiger comes to one of these Mukams. A Mukam is a pious place, and it comes to the Mukam and does a salam and goes. But it doesn't hurt any people, it doesn't eat any people. But that is a true fact. A lot of you might be thinking Ash Vlogs is just exaggerating, but no, please guys, every single one of you, when you come to Mohammadpur, SHILAM, there's two Mohammadpur, this Mohammadpur is SHILAM, ask the people, is it true there's a Royal Bengal tiger that actually comes here? And yes, they will tell you, yes, he's not exaggerating, it's a true fact. And around here there's a lot of foxes, or I want to say hyenas, but wolves actually. This is another beautiful barry someone's built on a hill. All these houses are basically built on hills. A lot of our revenue comes from trees. We grow trees on a lot of hills like that. Can you see all them trees? And we sell trees, and we sell soil as well. But now the government has put a ban, so we can't sell soil. So this is I'm going around my barry, all this side. This side is more of a private cemetery site, but I'm not gonna film the cemetery. And a lot of you people might not like this. You're thinking, oh my God, it's like Amazon forest. Yeah, baby, it's all about Amazon forest. And there are snakes and stuff, so you have to be careful. And that is the truth, guys, because we live like in a forest, proper rural area. But I will live here, I will die here, I will never leave my village for the town life. Because my parents have also taught me the same. Say, bring your kids. But my kids, they like to live in the city. But I'll still try to encourage them. Look, some people. So I'm still going around the area of our land. All this land we still own. All this land, all this. I'm just going for a full tour around it. It's gonna be a long video, this one, guys. Let me just keep on showing you. And while I'm going, I'll try to educate you about this area. At night time, it's very dark. There's not much lighting and stuff, and people don't like to walk about because it gets extremely dark. Can you see the electric wire, the lines there? In 1988, I believe, yes, we didn't have electricity. And my father at that time got the electricity all the way from Lala Bazaar to our Barry, and he paid for the full electricity line. Yes, he did. Do your research, guys. My dad was the first person. He brought all the electric all the way from Lala Bazaar into our Barry in 1988, and he paid for it. And that time he did it privately because we didn't have electricity, and he paid it. But now the government has access to that because they're saying they own it. And majority of this area, the electricity they have now is because of us. Yeah, it's because of us. And I'm not bigging myself, but most of this area supply, they use it from our line. And I think them days he had to put about 30 kuta. Kuta is basically the lamppost all the way from Lala Bazaar and reconnect it here. And there were some other people, we had some disputes, I remember, because I was only about 10 years old. He originally wanted to get the line from Sohar Bazaar. And he asked some people, could I possibly get it? And I need to put all the kuta, all the poles in your land and area. And they didn't agree. They said, no, you can't put it. So he thought, sod that, I'll do it my way. And he basically put all them kuta, and most of it is all on our land. And yeah, that's why majority of people in this area, Mount Fur, they've got electricity because of my father. So as I said, he did a lot. And them days, he had a very successful business called Jamuna Takeaway in 1984. And he used to go mad just spending money in Bangladesh. And they lived here for a very long time as well. And we do have gas as well, the gas line in our Barry. We're actually one of the first persons to have gas as well in our Barry, even though it looks like a very rural area, but it's actually still classed as South Shurma, Tokkin Shurma. So I think I'm lost. Oh, my Sasagurba is walking behind me just to see if I'm okay. Yeah, so sorry, I just got interrupted. The gas line, yeah, we got it in the 90s as well. We live in South Shurma, Tokkin Shurma. From town, it's only 15 minutes away, guys, 15 minutes. So please visit this area. Let me just walk all around my body. See what I mean? Oh, fucking, sorry. Shut that door. That's a bloody ant or something that just bit me. That's what I mean, man. They have snakes and stuff, and I have seen it.